but it was, however, directed by Terminator director, and of course, known for... Alright YouTube, it is me, Random Ross. So, welcome to Horror Talk here on Random Horror. So, this is like the monthly show where I, Random Ross, have a discussion with you on particular horror movie franchises. So this month's Horror Talk is on the film Alien. So, the Alien franchise is a horror sci-fi series which is going still to this very day, starting way back in 1979, directed by Ridley Scott. So what happened in the first movie, Ridley Scott directed, Sigourney Weaver, who was the series regular, starred in this with the late great John Hurt. So what happened in the first film was like, well, with it being called Alien, it's bound to have an alien in the series. So, what happened was, there was like some crew that woke up from hibernation sickness, and they went to explore this weird planet, which I can't remember the name of or anything. But we find out that it's the same planet they went to in Prometheus, and we will get to Prometheus later on in this show. So, what happened was, they went exploring. John Hurt's character found this egg-like thing which opened up, and then it got him in the face, and burnt through his helmet, hugged him in the face, and no one knew what the hell it were. So anyway, John Hurt wakes up later on in the film, and he is, he looks and seems alright and fine until they're having dinner, of course. He starts to have this thing come out of his chest, and all this blood just splatters everywhere. And they weren't expecting, in real life, the cast were not expecting that much blood at all. In fact, it's the most goriest, excuse me, the most goriest scene in the film. So what happened next was this little alien-like thing went on the loose and quickly grew up fast. Also, there's this notorious scene where they get in to the air ventilation, and they're horrified to find a xenomorph in there that goes, "Argh!" And at the time that was a big, big jump scare. So the xenomorph is picking the crew off one by one until the very end, when Sigourney Weaver is the sole survivor. She finds out in the escape pod she's getting in, the xenomorph snuck on board, and she shoots it out into space and lets it go. The xenomorphs are these slender, black, serpenty-like aliens with a massive tail, a massive head, no eyes, a mouth inside another mouth with acid for blood. So the film ended where Ellen Ripley, who was played by Sigourney Weaver, Ripley was originally scripted to be a man. So making it a woman, I don't know about that, but hey, it still worked for me. So what happened was, it was about 7 years later, 1986, Ridley Scott didn't return to direct the sequel, but it was, however, directed by Terminator director, and of course known for Avatar and Titanic and that, James Cameron returned. Well, no, he didn't actually return, because he came to direct the sequel to Aliens. Sigourney Weaver reprised her role as Ellen Ripley with some new supporting actors And this time she was like dealing not with just one xenomorph alien, but a whole fleet of them, a whole herd, if you will. And also, the sequel introduced us to the Queen alien, the Queen xenomorph in this one. Um, what was going on in it was, um, you know, they went to that planet again, what have you, and shit got down because many more explorers and nosy people were there, and yeah, shit hit the fan. But Ripley does have this good final showdown with the Queen, where she's like fighting the Queen Xenomorph in this massive robot suit or whatever, and yeah, does her in. So after that, again for the third installment, neither Cameron or Scott returned for the third film. I've no idea. I can't remember who directs it now, but in this third film, uh, taking place again many years after, I forgot to mention in the second one, Ripley finds out her family are grown old and dead because she's been asleep for that long. Then she's on this planet where there's a prison, a men's prison, and yeah, she's surrounded by men. And it's a total sausage fest until a taco comes along. That's Ripley, of course. And this time she's with Charles Dance as the supporting actor, with a few others, including Paul McGann, who I later knew as Doctor Who. So, yes, Ripley was this time faced again with another xenomorph, which the facehugger impregnated the prison dog, a Rottweiler, which I thought was a bit heartbreaking when I saw that scene, because I love animals, I love dogs, but when the xenomorph baby shot out of the dog, because it doesn't just go for human faces, it goes for any face. So anyway, the alien xenomorph was on the rampage around the prison, and Ripley and the inmates all joined forces to fight this evil alien thing, and in the end they actually do pull it off, killing it, but then Ripley discovers that she has one in her chest, and it's about to break free. And of course, when she meets a character called Bishop Whalen, who was an android in the second film, he came back in this one. I don't know whether he is still an android or not, we don't know. Anyway, in the end, Ripley jumps into this, like, just as she's having a chest buster, taking her own life to kill the new xenomorph. And yeah, alien free.